Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Carkoon Collectibles. Today we're going to look at something that's slightly different. I know the last few episodes have been nothing but Boba Fett stuff, and you might say I have a bit of a fetish. Today we're going to look at an expansion pack for a game called the X-Wing Miniatures by FFG, Fantasy Flight Games. Now I know that some of you may not play this, but the game itself is fantastic. The mechanics in it are absolutely brilliantly executed and outlined. I started playing this about 2012 and I have a massive collection of little ships. It's a bit ridiculous at this point. But the game itself is fantastic. It's really easy to pick up. It's very thematic and it's a lot of fun. Fantasy Flight Games, who own the license for Star Wars board games at the moment, are absolutely nailing it. You can see behind me here Imperial Assaults, Rebellion, Armada. These are games that I play regularly and hopefully will review in the future. Just to do something different for this episode, I thought that we'd review it. So this is the Ghost expansion pack. This is Wave 8 of the Fantasy Flight X-Wing Miniatures game of their expansion packs, and it comes with the Ghost and the Phantom. And obviously a load of expansion cards as well. So we'll take a look at both. I won't go too heavy into the game mechanics because this isn't a game review. This is a miniatures review of the ship itself. But obviously, hopefully this will get you into the X-Wing game. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's the box. Obviously, Fantasy Flight have their own unique way of packaging their products. I love the window display here, so you've got to see both vehicles in the package before you buy them, which is nice. Especially in kind of some of the other games that I've seen in and about Gamers World and stuff like that. You don't know what you're getting in the box. With this, you do. You see everything before you buy it, so you can see the detail of the ship. Usual packaging. Beautiful artwork, but done by FFG, so all original artwork, and we'll see that as well with the cards that we're going to get inside as well. So let's open up the box. Trusty pencil from episode 3. So I should really invest in a knife or something like that. Anyway, this is just the film that they have over the outside of the box. So quite easily. And there we go. Now, I have a specific way of unpacking these X-Wing miniatures, but for the sake of this review, I'm going to just start with the actual ship itself. So this will be a pretty quick vid, just to show you the detail that goes into these guys. The other side then of the box contains all of your tokens, ship cards. Okay, so that's the box done with, and then all of your tokens, instructions, and the base for the ship are included in the other side as well. So all of these little pieces here obviously will help you play the game. This is your movement template, and these are the bases for the ship to sit on. These are your upgrade cards, and these here are the ship cards themselves. We'll take a look at them in a second. And then an instruction manual. Now, every expansion that comes for X-Wing will come with one of these, and it just gives you some new scenarios to play, and also just gives you some new artwork. So you can see there some awesome artwork of the Ghost taking out some walkers. You see the Phantom there landing in some planet. And then obviously the movement of the ship itself here. Now, I mentioned earlier on, I'm not going to go into too much detail about the mechanics or how the game works. This isn't that type of video. On that very point, I know that this is a gaming piece that I'm reviewing today, but the reason I got into X-Wing was because the ships themselves looked absolutely beautiful, and as a collector of Star Wars things, I just saw it and I was like, okay, I need to have that. They're stunning. So we've got some components here. So these are just bits and pieces that obviously you use for the game. These are Phantom bases, and then these are the bases here for the Ghost itself. That's for another review, really. I'll give you a quick look at the cards that come with the ship itself. Just move these over. Okay, so you've got You've got Harrison Dula. Okay, that's her card there. Kanan Jarrus. You've got Chopper. Lothal Rebel. Harrison Dula in the Phantom. Sabine Wren in the Phantom. Ezra Bridger in the Phantom. Zeb Aurelios. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then you've got these new cluster mines that work, new mechanics, in the game. And these are just information cards about that, how to drop bomb tokens, and then more bomb tokens as well. So those are the cards. Online you can buy, and I'm a devil for doing this, you can buy alt art cards, and I'll show you some of those that you can get eventually as well. But these are just the cards that you would use on the game. You'd field these cards and then you'd field your ship. The next one then is, these are your little upgrade cards, and these cards basically give you special abilities on your ship. I know I'm not going into detail about the game, but anyway, the Phantom, Predator, Reinforced Deflectors, Dorsal Turret, more Dorsal Turret, Advanced Proton Torpedoes. You've got Chopper, Ezra Bridger, Harrison Dula, beautiful artwork on those cards. Kanan Jarrus, Sabine Wren, Zeb Aurelios, Cluster Mines, Connor Net, Thermal Detonators, and then the Ghost title card as well. All of these cards give you special abilities to your ships as you fly them. And then finally, this is the ship itself. So we basically, well, personally I do, when I'm bringing my ships to play in town, I store them in this. Now I don't have a proper storage solution just yet for my ships, but I'm getting around to it. And then obviously the Phantom is in here, kind of stuck. I will pull it out and not break it. That's all you want. So I usually play this game in Gamers World in Dublin, with a very, very good group of X-Wing miniature players in there. So you should follow the Facebook page. I'll put a link in the show notes for you. So that's the Phantom, and then this beauty is the Ghost itself. As you can see, it's incredibly well detailed. Probably the more realistic, even on the cards that you see there that I had. This reminds me of the Narcissus from Alien. And looking at it even further there, I went recently with Jamie to see this in the Sugar Club. Narcissus was the ship that helped Ripley escape from the Nostromo. It's uncannily similar, actually, now that I look at it up close. Unlike other kind of ships with the cartoony kind of look, they've gone for a realistic look with all of the alt art and the artwork for the cards. So that's it there. It's beautiful. The turrets at the top, they don't swivel. You've got the Phantom embedded at the back of the ship there. And then obviously the Phantom during gameplay can deploy on a separate stand, and it would look like that. Now, these aren't on their pegs. Okay, so when you have the ships then laid out, they come with these stands like this. These are like see-through acrylic. Now this is an unusual mount for the Ghost. Obviously it needs more points of secure points so that it can be mounted on. So this is what it looks like. You'd place this bit here onto the base, okay, and then you get the ship itself, and they'll have like a little connection here. So that's what it does. Just connect this there, and the ship balances, excuse me, on the mount there, like that. And that's the Ghost. Now the card itself, as you're playing the game, would be placed down here, and it would show you which pilot that you're flying with, and all the details, and well, various details about the ship's attack value and defense value and agility and shields, that kind of stuff. But that's the ship itself. Now, as you can see, as a collector, it's something that you'd kind of want in your collection. I noticed as well, sorry, in the camera there, that from the side it kind of looks like a bit of an alien. Just the slopes here and here. Anyway, it's something that you kind of would want in your collection. I've seen the Lego Ghost that came out, and obviously it's not to scale, but this one is to scale. It totally makes sense, excuse me. So you've got the front cargo doors, you've got as I said, the Phantom in the back, perfectly docked. the turrets at the top there. You can see how it would land and all of that kind of stuff. So it's a fantastic ship. The Phantom, then it's the same logic, except for these have a smaller base on them. And all of these ships with the smaller bases, this is the standard size base for, say, your X-Wing, your TIE Fighter, and all of your other ships that you'd have in the game. And the Phantom fits snugly on top. And then that's what would sit on the board. Interestingly enough, this mat here in the background is what I used to play X-Wing, and I need to upgrade that very soon. But that's it. That's the Phantom and X-Wing expansion pack, Wave 8 for Fantasy Flight Games. I know I'm a bit late to the party with this one, but I've been trying to catch up with other collectible stuff in the Star Wars universe, of which there is a lot. So I just wanted to share my excitement with getting this new ship. Hopefully you'll join us. We play in Gamers World regularly, so anytime, just give us a shout. Okay, so that's it. That's the Ghost Expansion 8 of the Fantasy Flight game X-Wing Miniatures. It's a beautiful ship. As I said to you, I got into X-Wing Miniatures by proxy of being a collector, seeing the ships that they have, like the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wings. I seen their ships and how well they were made. I was like, okay, I gotta have one of these. And since then, I've started to play the game and gotten addicted to the game as well. But the ships on their own look absolutely stunning and are an addition to any collector's collection. So I highly recommend it. The expansion pack they're quite expensive, but I mean, if you play the game, you really get your money's worth from them. That expansion in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, retails for about 50 to 55 euro. It's not small money, but definitely isn't huge money for what you're getting. You're getting a lot of components, cards, you're getting the bases of the two ships themselves. Now, I hope the review was of some assistance in you seeing the level of detail and quality in the ships. Even the paint work that's done on them is superb. Most miniature games you have to paint yourself, but these come pre-painted, which is a big benefit for anyone who's starting into the miniature gaming world. As I said to you, game reviews are obviously separate to the collectible aspect of this channel, but in the future I hope to do some reviews of board games that are currently out there with FFG, especially Rebellion, which I've been playing an awful lot of recently. It's superb. But that's it for episode 4. Please give us a like, subscribe if you wish, and don't forget to follow the lovely guys over at Blab of the Hut podcast for some exclusive Irish news on Star Wars events and the episode 8 news that we're getting at the moment as well. It's very exciting. Thanks very much for watching. Chat to you soon.